Clontarf News, a short video made in the shade in the cold. The whole purpose of this is to promote the common law court. Now, we've come a long way since 2001. We have gone pretty quiet, but we're starting to get traction. Now, One Nation, Pauline Hanson and her friends, they're about to take control of these criminal politicians, something which I have been fighting for a long time. Now, have a look at where we've progressed to. We're now getting our vehicles on the road. We're now getting a little bit more support. We need a little bit of financial money put into the system. Get yourself an ID. It's only $60, but it shows you that you're not part of the criminal organization. You're sick to tired of the rates. We're paying rates. Some people are paying $500, $600 every quarter for what? To have the bins emptied? Now, the councils, they exist, yes they do, but they're not lawful. They're all registered in the District Corporation of London, Dun & Bradstreet. Like everything else is privatised. They're all private companies. The government, everything. I've written 2 books on law, criminal politicians, on Amazon. Have a look if you don't believe me. It's not brilliant, but it certainly explains what's going on. We have to make a change. We've got to stand up and help. Now, our police service is completely decimated. And when Shane Patton, the Commissioner of Police, just made a statement after 40 odd years about the bail system, gone. Now, we can't have that. And it's not just Victoria, it's all over the place. Worldwide, respect, everything is gone, and we're letting it happen because we're stupid. The people with money out there, it's not going to last for them either, because they don't own anything and you're not going to be happy. Crime is out of control. It's everywhere. It's not safe. There's no respect. It has just started. It's going to get a lot worse. We need a proper police service. We need people to want to join the police. Look what Donald Trump did. And if you don't like Donald Trump, don't even bother watching this video, because I don't want you near me, because as far as I'm concerned, you're institutionalizing your own stupidity. You need to get vaccinated against the Donald Trump syndrome. Right? I am not interested in anything that's illegal. We were lawful. Common law is the law of the land. Have a look at that pyramid here on the side. I'll put a video up to where we stand. Common law is above all of this crap. Stand behind us. Get yourself an ID. Get yourself a certificate of title for your property. And stand up and say enough is enough. Now, we're not an alternative. I keep repeating this. We're not an alternative to the police. We're there to help and assist them in every way we can to keep a lawful society. They need help. They need your help, because I'm certainly not getting any help from the Labour Party, which is just another part of the American Democrats, or Democrats as they've now been named by Donald Trump, the president. We need his support as well. The Common Law Court Sheriff's Office is part of the American Sheriff's Association. We're recognized by them. The Hague recognizes under the Foreign Act. We have a lot of support, but financially it's very low, but we're getting there. The idea then is to do patrols of the area with these cars, not to be an independent service or support common law or to uphold the law, new police service. We're there to help the police, the eyes and ears of police. The police are in charge whether we like it or not. And if you don't like the police, well, then you've got a problem. Things are bad enough with the police at the moment because they've got nobody to do the jobs, the stations. And the sheriffs, the deputy sheriffs in the organisation have offered to help the police in any way they can by manning the stations. And people go back. I think I'm too old to go back in the reserve. I have had an invitation by a certain member, but that's another story. But anyway, support the common law. Get yourself an ID card. Put a few dollars in. Help us. Look, we just painted the vehicles. We had a volunteer for that as well. The stickers are made up. We're out there to support Common law is nothing more than common sense. Humanity, caution, and prudence. Look those words up in the dictionary. Look them up if it's all on your phone. Harm, loss, and injury is the only thing we can charge people with. And we have a grand jury, which is still used in America, the grand jury. And we can use grand juries here, which we have in the past, and then we can have a jury of 12, all sworn in by a jury of your peers. It's lawful. And my God, it works, but we need a little bit of support. So if you have a few dollars, put it in. And what we'd rather have, or as much as money, is somebody of influence to come in and speak on our behalf, because we need to get that word out there to let people know that there is help at hand and there is an alternative to this criminal society in which we find ourselves in. We have a very short space of time to do that now because it's really getting out of control. You don't have to be an expert to realize where we stand. And unless you do something very soon, it's not going to work. It's going to be too late. You will own nothing and you most certainly won't be happy. The councils have no lawful authority as private companies, and not only that, but the District Corporation of London is in an independent city, one of 3 in the world. Remember, we've got Washington, the Vatican, and the District Corporation of London, the Square Mile. It's not even subject to the Crown. It's an independent country. And here we have people hiding in there for, it's all money. It's all money. And as far as the courts is concerned, the justice, the whole thing is all registered in the District Corporation of London as well. And they're not interested in justice anymore because money. You can't fight anything in there because they want the money in the end. The whole system is there for one reason, is to keep the people where they belong. Where it says in the pyramid, cattle, sheep. And if you look at that pyramid, it says football across the line, even Netflix at the other end to keep the fools entertained. It goes back to the old Protestant ethic. Everything shut down on Sunday. People so they could go to work on Monday when they had factories. And Australia had manufacturing years ago. The age was full of jobs, car industry, everything's gone. There's nothing left, only jobs that Albo Sneezy comes along and says, we've got heaps of new jobs. They're all working for the government to keep you poor and keep you in line and make sure that crime, everything's out of control, so that you look to the government for help. Time to make a stand and help yourself. God help him who helps himself. London News sign off. Please support us. We're getting there. It took Pauline Hanson 30 years to get recognition for One Nation, and by God, she's almost there. Let's help her too. Bye for now. Thanks for watching.